Hey guys, how's it going? Zombie here with Xeno Gaming, and today we were looking at Apex Legends' new ranked system, which debuted in Season 2, released July the 2nd, depending on when you're watching this video. It's today for me recording the audio. With the new ranked league system, players will find themselves working through 6 different ranks. These ranks are Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, and finally Apex Legends, or Apex Predator, I'm sorry. With each ranked tier, players will be placed into more and more competitive matches as they will be fighting squads who are efficient at killing and surviving in Apex. Although the concept of a ranking system is not new to multiplayer, Apex does their ranking in a way not normally seen. This first competitive series was Respawn, which is what Respawn calls it, is scheduled to last from July the 2nd until through September. Although this is the schedule as well for Season 2, that may not always be the case, as they stated that further or future seasons may last even longer, or series for the ranking system may last longer than the seasons themselves, depending on data that they see from this first attempt in Season 2. Although 3 months does seem like enough time now, it may be possible that the larger player base may not be able to reach higher ranks in that time, and hypothetically we could see seasons of this lasting from 4 to 6 months. Looking at the competitive rank tiers themselves, Respawn has stated that the first 5 tiers leading up to Apex Predator will have 4 divisions. This again is something that we have seen in other games like Halo 5, for instance. This should help players to find a more evenly matched or well matched as they progress. These divisions count down from 4 to 1. As an example would be anyone who makes it to Silver, they will start at Silver 4 and work their way down to Silver 1. Once past Silver 1, they will be pushed into the Gold tier. Fortunately, unlike Halo 5, if a player is having a bad night or a series of games, even though it would be possible to be demoted through the divisions in a tier system, for instance from Silver 1 all the way back down to Silver 4, there is currently no demotion tier method, so once you progress from Bronze to Silver, you will never have to worry about going back to Bronze again. The new ranking experience is known as RP. RP can be gained by getting kills and placing in the top 10 squads of a match. To progress through each tier division, you will need 30 RP points. A player can gain 1 RP per kill in a match, stacking up a max of 5 RP. So after 5 kills in a match, you're just doing it for fun or for the victory. Also, RP is granted for final squad placement as well, with 2 RP at the 10th place, 4 RP at 5th place, 7 RP at 3rd place, and finally 12 RP for a win. The max allotted RP per match is 17 RP, and that's if a player is able to walk away with 5 kills and a win. That being said, you can also lose rank divisions, as mentioned before, by losing RP points. Sorry, I don't know why I stumbled on that. As you progress in the tier system, matches will begin to cost RP to participate in ranked matches. With Bronze being free and Silver costing 1 RP, each tier will increase by 1 until you get to Apex Predator, which will cost 5 RP per match. Now, one good thing to point out is that even though, as mentioned, you can drop in division, you still never drop in tier. So if you are fortunate enough to make it to Diamond or even Apex Predator status, you will remain there until the end of the season and will receive the appropriate rewards. Speaking of rewards, we were told what rewards would be granted to people at what rank tiers. Although we were not shown specifically what the cosmetics that we will be getting look like, we do currently know that all tiers will be granted a badge, which will likely depict the season, along with one of the badges on the screen now. Weapons cosmetics will be given to all players who reach gold rank and above, and new dive trails will be granted for all those who are good enough to reach Diamond and Apex Predator mode or rank. Next, we have information on playing with friends. If you have a new friend who wants to get into Apex, They will need to reach level 10 before they are able to access the ranked modes. Matchmaking will also be dependent on the highest ranked person in the lobby. So if a silver player joins a platinum, then the matchmaking will match mainly with the player with the platinum level. But payment for the match will be appropriate per each character's level or individual rank. So the platinum player will have to pay 3 RP, while the silver player will have to play only 1 RP in the same match. Next, I wanted to talk about penalties, and then I'll finish up with the loss forgiveness system. Penalties have been seen and have been added to Apex and will affect any players who leave a match early. Leaving early is considered any time a player leaves a match before the squad is eliminated. So if a player leaves during character selection or during a match, or while they are still able to potentially be respawned, they can be penalized, starting with a 5-minute ban from both standard matches and ranked matches. Repeat offenders, you could say, can find themselves possibly being banned anywhere from that 5 minutes mentioned before, actually all the way up to a whole week. I'm worried that some players will be dropped, as I have been on several occasions from a match and may be banned due to this. Last, we're going to look at the loss forgiveness system, and I'm going to just read this from the Reddit. Similar to the Elite Queue, there will be a loss forgiveness in ranked. Loss forgiveness is defined as zeroing out any potential losses in RP for a match. For example, in a diamond match, when you came in last place but had 2 kills, you would normally have a -2 adjustment to your RP, which would be -4 from the platinum entry cost and +2 for the kills, for a net loss of -2. With loss forgiveness, however, you would have a net loss adjusted to 0 in this situation. However, this will only apply if your squad, if you stand to lose RP from the match. If you have 5 kills and loss forgiveness, your RP will be at net 1 or +1. We will grant players loss forgiveness when their match-made teammates abandon the game, and for other cases where we determine you are not to blame for leaving a game, client errors being the example they gave, we plan to be more lenient at the start of the series, but we'll be vigilant at monitoring player behavior. We will become stricter about granting loss forgiveness if we detect it is being abused. Now, a good way this is an example of, which I'm sure a lot of people understand, going back to a platinum and a bronze situation. If there's a platinum and a bronze together, and the platinum looks like they're going to lose the match and lose RP, the bronze can actually potentially leave a match, not losing any points, not really any points in comparison, considering they did not have to spend points to get into the match. But that loss forgiveness would probably kick in that situation, and the platinum would not lose any points. And so that is one thing they're currently worried about people taking advantage of. So I do understand them having to look into it a little bit further. So that's it for this video, guys. About to get into Season 2 myself. Really excited. Want to see how this new systems work out. Want to see everything they've added into it. If you're excited to, or if you've already played some matches, let me know what you think about the new systems they inputted. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps out the channel, guys. I'm really trying to grow the channel and trying to get my videos out there for everybody. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.